Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to our weekly huddle. So excited to have everybody on with us. And I forgot to mute everybody, so let me do that here real quick. All right, we will get started. So hope you guys are all having an amazing week. I can't believe that it is almost the end of June. So we will just a couple housekeeping things. We have Huddle today or Huddle tonight. We have Huddle next week. And then the week of July 4th, we will not have Team Huddle. That is our week off for the holiday. And Amanda is working on some new training for us. So as soon as she has the information, she will keep us posted with all of that. Hopefully in the next couple weeks, she's working on some new revamping since convention. So stay tuned for that because it will be awesome, awesome, awesome. This Thursday, we have our health and happiness event that goes on. I can't think of who the 3 testimonies are this week, but they're all they're new people. So they're all people that have joined within the last couple months. So they're going to have a different perspective, which is fun. On that same side note, if you've never given your testimony and you want to, reach out to either me or Amber and we will hook you guys up with that. Or if you wait too long, I'll probably reach out to you. So there's that too. So don't think if you haven't given it yet, you're off the hook, because you're not, okay? So you should probably volunteer. And then the Commit to Be Fit group starts on Sunday or Monday, Kayla? Is it the 25th or the 26th?
It's Monday, the 26th.
Okay, so the Commit to Be Fit group starts on Monday, the 26th. To be a part of that, you have to order products. There's 4 different options you can do. One option is about a 55 PB. The other option is the triplex PB. So around 120, 130 PB. That's going to be an amazing event. I'm so excited about it. Team dinner this Friday. We're going to, I wrote it down, Jimador. Jill's laughing at me. How do you say it?
Jimador. The J is silent in Spanish.
Look, see. Okay, we're going to Jimador in Peoria. It's by Campus Town, right?
It is in Campus Town, yeah.
Yeah, so that
by the Starbucks and the Subway, that same side.
And there's a cupcake shop or something there close too. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so that will be fun if you're not doing anything this Friday, 6 o'clock. Join us for that. Also, if you are in the Farmington area, Rebecca Davis's new ambassador, Susie Clack, they are doing a Sip and See Thursday from 4 to 5 in Farmington at Spoon River Home Health. So if anybody wants to join for that, let me know and I can get you details on that. And then we have our Plexus Paint Party, which is July 8th. That is a Saturday. It's a Farmington Moose. There's a couple slots still available for that, but I do have people that messaged me today saying that they wanted in. So if those people all pay their money, which some of those are ambassadors from our team, then the slots will be taken. So if you are interested in that slot, you need to be messaging me, Jill, Lynette, Kayla, Melissa, Sherry, and letting us know you want information for that. Okay. So tonight, what I want to talk about is our core Plexus products. So we have quite a few products now, and we're going to continue to grow as the years continue to grow. And so as we continue to get new products and new excitement, there's always going to be some new things that we can learn, which is awesome and exciting. Sometimes, though, when we're talking to people, we can get carried away and we can be like, oh, well, I want to tell them about Ease, and I want to tell them about Nerve, and I want to tell them about Breast Check, and I want to tell them about Mega X, and I want to tell them about Edge, and I want to tell them about Accelerator, and before you know, you've listed off 16 products, and y'all lost them at product number 2, maybe, if they stayed for product number 2. So it's really about kind of refocusing our vision and refocusing our brand and figuring out how we want to talk about this. So the first time anybody approaches me and says they want to talk about Plexus, my first question back to them is, first of all, I'm very excited, right? And I'm welcoming. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to share Plexus with you. It has been something that has changed my and my family's life. Keep it personal. Keep it about your story. My next thing is, why are you interested in Plexus? Or why is Plexus something that's on your radar? Or how did you hear about us? Now, there's two things that I'm doing with this. One, I want to hear from them the problems that they have, the issues they have, whatever, and so I can align the products I'm going to talk about. Second of all, I want to make sure that I have integrity and grace completely clear that they haven't worked with another ambassador. Because if they have, I want to send them back. Just because I'm offering a special, just because I live in Yay City and they know me through my sister or whoever else the case may be, I want to give them every opportunity to go back. Now, if they say to me, I've talked to Jill, several months ago, but we aren't really that great of friends, and I really am more comfortable ordering from you, my response back is going to be, I totally understand. Jill's on my team. She is super amazing. I would prefer you go back with her because that's the integrity that we have on our team. But if they are adamant that they want to join with you, then the customer gets to choose who they're going to join with ultimately. But it needs to be clear in your conscience that if they're working with somebody else, you encourage them to go back with that person. Okay, now if somebody messages me and they're like, or somebody responds back and they're like, nope, I'm healthy. My next question back to them is, that is fantastic. Do you suffer from fatigue? Do you suffer from acne? Do you suffer from any belly issues? Now, I started saying belly because I say gut issues and people go, no. I say belly issues and people go, yeah, I have stomach aches a lot. Or, oh my gosh, I'm always bloated. So make sure, in nurse lingo, we talk about often of breaking things down to a third grade level. So my other nurses will understand that. Social workers will understand that too. Teachers, I'm sure, are in the same boat. Plexus ambassadors, y'all, we need to break it down to that third grade level, right? We don't need to say things like gut health. We need to be speaking belly issues, like especially if you're having one-on-one conversations with people so that they understand. Same thing with inflammation, y'all. I don't know how many times somebody will say to me, or how many times somebody has said, like I will say this, do you have any inflammation issues? And they don't even answer it. But if I say, hey, do you have swelling anywhere? They're like, oh my gosh, my eyes are always puffy. Do you want to see? Like, break it down a little bit, help people out, right? So they understand. Okay, so then depending on what people say, that's where my conversation goes. If someone messages me and they're like, and I asked that question about belly issues, and they message me back and they say they are bloated and they are uncomfortable and they'll eat one meal and it looks like they're 5 months pregnant. I want to get them on ProBio 5 immediately and Biocleanse. I want to focus on their gut health. Now I'm going to introduce to them the triplex. But if I introduce that and they're like, yeah, I don't really, I kind of want to start slower, I'm saying ProBio 5 and Biocleanse because that is a gut health issue, even though we're talking belly. Know what I mean? And I know that if somebody starts on ProBio 5 and Biocleanse, you guys, I look today, I have 3 customers that have been customers of mine, preferred customers, for straight 3 years. All 3 of them have been customers of mine for 3 years. They've every month they order ProBio 5, and about every 2 months, every 3 months, they'll order a Slim. They'll order a Biocleanse. They'll order an Edge. Like they're not consistent with what they order every month except ProBio 5. And all of them started with just ProBio 5 3 years ago. So if you can get to a root of something, I know that we have a lot of times and we feel like, oh my gosh, we want to get whatever, right? We want to help. We want to really get them going strong. But you need to listen to what people are telling you. If someone says, I only have $30, how am I going to make this work? Figure out a plan that makes that work for them, and go from there. The next thing I want to say about that, I never, ever, 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 ever sell anything under retail, ever. People do not buy retail from me. I don't even offer it as an option. If they order retail, it's because they accidentally hit retail instead of preferred. And I tell people up front, I'll have people that say, I want to order this one time. And I will tell them, we're ordering preferred, and you can go in an hour and turn your auto call off or your convenience order off. That's fine. But I want you ordering preferred because I don't want people to spend that extra $5, $10. Customer service goes a long way, you guys. And if you're telling people to save money this way, they're going to see that as a win for them. But it's also a win for you because you're getting your preferred bonuses. And then I'm following up with them like crazy. It's not our customer's responsibility to turn that convenience order back on or even to know when their convenience order is going to ship. It is your responsibility to follow up with them and make sure they know before that convenience order ships. I personally feel terrible, and I've done it multiple times, not multiple, but more times than I would like to admit. It would take two hands to count that a convenience order has gone through and they didn't want it and can't afford it, and I've reimbursed that money to them. Because to me, that is an integrity issue, and that's a business issue. This is my business. These are my customers. Kind of the same thing with your wholesale ambassadors. If you are signing people up wholesale and they specifically only want that cheapest price and they've told you that up front, and you're not trying to help manage that account, that's poor customer service. And so all of that goes into play. And I know that that sounds like maybe it's a lot of work, but you guys, I'm telling you, my PV is never under 1,000, and I have really, really, really good rate of retaining my customers. I might have a heck of some attrition when it comes to ambassadors, but I retain customers like a queen. Yeah, Kayla, I agree. It's happened. I mean, it's happened to me in the last 3 years. I mean, not 10 times, but probably at least 7 times. And it's only like the one time I refunded a triplex, but like I'm buying it back from them. You know what I mean? And so I'm still losing $10 there, $15 because I'm buying it back from them as preferred, not as ambassador. But to me, that's also like an investment. You know, that's that integrity that I go back to. So, and I'm trying to think, the person that I bought that triplex back from then flipped and is now an ambassador months later. So that works, and that goes a long way. Okay, Slim. So we have our new Slim, and our not new Slim. That's not what we're saying. We have I guess new Slim, but it's original Slim, not old. Don't say old Slim. Say original Slim and the reformulated Slim, or the new Slim. But we have this new reformulated Slim. So the big deal with the the new Slim is that it has this prebiotic in it. And why this prebiotic is such a big deal is because I want you to go back to our graphic of our brand. Our whole brand is about weed, feed, seed, and grow. There's lots of information out there about that now. There's graphics that have been shared on Odyssey to Gems. There's graphics that have been shared on Journey Towards Diamond. But I am talking about this everywhere I go. Weed, seed, feed, and grow. Your weeding is a garden, okay? Picture this garden in your mind in general. When the garden is brand new, we haven't done anything with it. It was there winter long. Weeds are everywhere. Before we can do anything with that garden, we have to get the tiller out, right? And we have to till that garden up, and we have to take those weeds and we have to turn them upside down, and we have to weed them out, right? So your ProBio 5 and your Biocleanse is the weed. It is taking that bad bacteria and killing it. ProBio 5 is different than any other probiotic, including Vital Biome, because it has chitosanase in it. And it has the ability with that chitosanase to break through that hard shell that is on bad yeast, that is equivalent to a cockroach shell that is called chitin. And chitosanase is the enzyme able to break through that hard shell that's on the bad yeast, that chitin shell, and kill it. ProBio 5 is the only probiotic that you are going to find to be able to do that is not refrigerated and has an antifungal. ProBio 5 is weeding out that bad. Biocleanse then is taking that bad and flushing it out. It's adding magnesium in. Where oxygen lives, which is what magnesium does, bad bacteria, bad disease cannot grow. And so it's flushing that out. That is our weed. That is why people say, well, what's the difference between ProBio 5 and Vital Biome? Chitosanase. That is the difference between ProBio 5 and Vital Biome. ProBio 5 and Vital Biome cannot be in one because chitosanase would kill out what is in Vital Biome. Weed. Weed, seed, feed, and grow. After weed comes seed. Seeding is your Vital Biome. You're placing in the good. Okay, so we just killed out the bad. We just oxygenated and flushed out. In our garden, we got the hoe and we weeded all the weeds out. We turned them up. We're ready to seed. We're ready to plant. Vital Biome is planting back in good, and making sure that it's not just good, but it's great. And it was explained at convention that Vital Biome is so important because the positive flora that's in Vital Biome has like claws in it that go into your gut and attach on the side of the walls of your gut, of your intestine. That's why it's so important to take Vital Biome on an empty stomach. That's why it's very important to not take Vital Biome with ProBio 5 or Biocleanse. You have to take these separate. Vital Biome is safe to take with all of our other all of our other Plexus products, but cannot be taken with Biocleanse or ProBio 5. It's like null and void. It's wasting your money. I've been queen of saying it's better to take it at one time than not at all, especially with ProBio 5 and Biocleanse. I say that all the time. If you have to take them together, take them together. That is not the case with Vital Biome. You have to figure out a way to take them separate because Vital Biome or ProBio 5 will kill out Vital Biome. There is no seeding if you weed it at the same time. And if you take Biocleanse at the same time, you're still weeding. Weeding is first, seeding is followed. So we weeded it out, now we're planting. Vital Biome is attaching to the inside of our intestines. It's seeding, it's a deep seed, but that seed is what grows such goodness, right? So Vital Biome is all about seeds. It's all about planting that deep in the soil, a soil that you've already weeded out and it's ready for flourishing. Weed, seed, feed is next. So feed is where your Slim comes into play. And your Slim with the new prebiotics. So prebiotics are the miracle grow of any garden, right? Sometimes we need a little more fertilizer. If you live on a farm, you walk to the chicken coop and you get a pitchfork and you throw it on the garden. That is your fertilizer. That is your miracle grow. For people who live in the city, they go by Miracle Grow, right? That's how you know if you're from the country or not. Because in the country, you just go out to the pasture. You don't need Miracle Grow. But so we got weed, seed, feed. We're feeding. We're feeding with Miracle Grow. Slim is Miracle Grow. Slim with the prebiotic is feeding that good bacteria. The weeding is gone. The seeds have been planted. Now we need to feed them. Your prebiotics are feeding that positive flora, that positive bacteria. We're making sure that they're Miracle Grow. On top of that, we're focusing then on your balanced blood sugar. We're focusing on your decreased swelling or inflammation. We're focusing on making your belly or your gut happy, right? And then the last step is growing. Weed, feed, seed, grow. Feed, feed, grow. Yeah, I have to keep saying it. So your last thing is growing, and that's where Xfactor Plus comes into play. And it talks about really making sure that every part of you is getting the best nourishment possible and is growing to the best standards and getting and setting it apart from anything else. That's where also our clinical studies come into play and really share about that. Now, I want to plug really quick. Jill's really good about this, but Plexus Power Tools. So I was in there yesterday and was looking up stuff. I actually printed off they have a whole graphic, you guys, that is just on weed, seed, feed, and grow. It literally talks about everything I just said, and sometimes in even more layman's terms. And you can literally print it out. I think it was 5 pages. It has all the clinical studies listed. It has all of the bacteria. It has all of the individual ingredients that talk about Xfactor and why Xfactor is so good for your thyroid. Why is that? Hot flashes. Why? Anxiety. Why? Vital Biome. Why do we have clinical studies that back up the hormones, anger, anxiety, depression? All of that is listed with this Plexus Power Tools. It's $10 a year. You get all of the graphics, everything you want. So I am going to plug that because it's a really, really, really good source. And part of being good stewards and owning your business is not always having the answers. Y'all, I'm not an expert at this at all. What I do is I have really good resources and I know where to get those resources, and I love to read. So when I read it, I retain it, right? Power Tools is a great resource to keep in your tool belt. And all of those graphics are really like, I don't want to say like, they're just friendly. Like you can print them out. They look good. They look professional. They look like they came from a professional printing. So they look good from you as an ambassador yourself. Okay. So a couple things. Like I said, Vital Biome cannot be taken with ProBio 5 or Biocleanse. Xfactor Plus should be taken with food. So I've also had people say, look, I only want to take pills twice a day. Okay, I get it. So here's the thing. You could take Vital Biome and Xfactor in your Slim together. Vital Biome is still better to take on an empty, like completely empty stomach. But if you're going to take the 3 of them together, take them together, but then you need to wait a good half an hour before you eat. The ideal way is to take your Vital Biome first thing in the morning on a completely empty stomach, and then wait 30 minutes or so, and then you could take your Slim, your Xfactor, your breakfast, whatever the case may be. Your Xfactor, though, is safe to take with your Vital Biome, with your Slim. It could be taken with anything, to be honest. It's a safe product to be taken whenever. I have heard, though, that because Xfactor Plus is fully methylated, which is different than our just regular Xfactor, and it contains all the other nutrients and stuff that you need, it is causing some people to be nauseated. So if you break up those pills and take 1 in the morning and 1 at night, then it pretty much knocks the nausea out completely. So that's something to remember, because we don't, a big selling point for our multivitamin Xfactor was that it didn't make people nauseous. So if Xfactor Plus is making people nauseous, you need to tell them to break it up. Take 1 pill in the morning and 1 pill at night. It's not going to deter the nutrition or anything like that from that product. Slim can be taken at any time, like it always has. You can take up to 2 a day. People are having amazing results with the Slim. Increased energy, increased weight loss, increased inches. Let's see, was there anything else? I think I covered it all. Do you guys have any questions? I just wanted to talk about those core products. Mega X is the other one that I talk about a lot. Mega X, so this is how I do my regimen. Vital Biome, if I can remember, I take on a completely empty stomach before I get in the shower. That's like depending on how much of a daze I get. I get up, Vital Biome, and I try and drink 12 ounces of water. When I get out of the shower, once I'm ready, once I have Josiah ready, we're walking out the door, I take my Xfactor Plus, I take my Slim, and depending on the day, I may take an Edge. Not always, which is a big deal for me, because I was taking the Edge every day, and now I'm not, only if I need to. So I take that, and then I eat protein. Make sure in the morning that people are starting their day with protein. If that's a protein bar, let it be. That's fine. Even better, eggs, turkey bacon, avocado toast, whatever the case may be, make sure your morning is started with protein. And then I'm taking at night then, I'm not doing anything else until night, and I'm doing my 2 ProBio 5. So I was taking 4 ProBio 5. I was taking 2 in the morning and 2 at night. Vital Biome is replacing 2 of those ProBio 5 for me. I'm taking 2 ProBio 5 at night, 2 Biocleanse, and my 2 Mega X. And I'm calling it a day, which is so much simpler than what my schedule was before. Because I was trying to take Biocleanse between meals, and if that works for you, that works for you. That is too chaotic for me. So figure out what works best for your schedule. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Let me catch the chat. There's nothing there. Okay.
So what if you just take 1 of the Xfactor Plus instead of 2?
That's okay, but you're just getting half the dose.
Yeah.
So you need to look at the thing, look at your ingredients. If you need to be getting so much folic acid in a day, or, so much B12, so much vitamin A, whatever, you just need to make sure that you're looking at that bottle and knowing that you're getting half that dose.
Right.
It's just one problem.
Anybody else? Nope. Okay, let's take a picture. Everybody ready? Jeremy's got to help her. Okay, everybody say cheese. All right. If you want, I know Kayla said, I think Kayla had an idea for a huddle topic, but I don't know if she ever shared it. If there's a huddle topic that you want to be discussed, message me and let me know. I'm always looking for new ideas, and I want these to be based on things that you guys are learning from along with me. So if there's any ideas you got, let me know. All right, guys, thank you for joining. You guys are the bomb.com. I love Tuesdays with y'all. And I will see you guys later. Bye, friends. See ya.